Hey everyone, welcome back. Have you ever felt like totally overwhelmed by like all the apps you have?
Yeah, too many for sure.
I know, right? Well, Qualcomm thinks they might just have the answer to this, this whole app overload problem.
Okay.
It's AI agents.
The AI agents.
The AI agents, yeah. And get this, they're basically saying this could be the end of apps as we know them.
Wow, the end of apps.
Yeah. So we're diving into a recent article from techradar.com to unpack all this. It's called AI Young. A.
So, like, no more apps at all.
That's what they're suggesting, yeah. It's a pretty big claim.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of a huge claim.
But the whole idea is it's pretty fascinating. So imagine, like, instead of having to, constantly switch between a bunch of different apps, you just tell your AI agent what you want, and it just, like, takes care of everything for you.
That does sound pretty convenient.
Right.
Yeah.
So for those of us who aren't, like, super tech savvy, can you break down what an AI agent actually is? Is it, like, Siri or Alexa, but, like, way more powerful?
Yeah, it's definitely, it's in the same family, I guess, but think of it as, like, much more capable and a lot more personalized.
Right.
An AI agent would be powered by, really advanced AI that's able to understand your needs and your preferences just like way deeper, much more deeply.
Gotcha.
Qualcomm is kind of envisioning these agents being integrated into like all of our devices.
Okay.
So our phones, our cars, our homes even.
Yeah.
And they would act as like a central hub for all of our digital interactions.
Okay, so paint me a picture. Like, how would this work in real life?
Okay, sure. So like imagine you're driving to a concert
Okay.
and you suddenly realize, oh shoot, I haven't bought tickets yet.
Oh, I've been there.
Yeah. Instead of having to like pull over and mess around with a ticketing app on your phone,
Yeah.
you just tell your AI agent, you're like, hey, can you grab me some tickets to the show tonight?
Right.
And boom, it's done.
So, like, no more app overload.
Exactly, yeah. Just like pure AI-powered convenience.
That sounds pretty amazing.
It does sound pretty good. But that level of convenience, there's kind of a catch.
Okay, there's always a catch.
Yeah. For your AI agent to be able to pull that off, it would need access to a ton of your personal data.
Oh,
So we're talking your location, your calendar, your banking info,
Oh, okay.
even like your taste in music.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And that's kind of where things start to get a little bit, well, creepy for some people.
Yeah, I can definitely see how handing over, like, that much control could make people uncomfortable, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like giving your AI agent the keys to your entire digital life.
Exactly.
But what about, like, privacy in all of this? Wouldn't this be, like, a dream come true for hackers or companies that want to, like, get their hands on all our data?
Yeah, no, that's a very valid concern. And the article, it does point out that Qualcomm is, like, very aware of this.
Okay, good.
They talk about using, like, really advanced encryption and on-device processing.
Okay.
So that means your data wouldn't constantly be, being sent up to the cloud.
Okay.
Well, even with all these safeguards, the potential for misuse is, something we need to, like, think about carefully.
Yeah, for sure. It's almost like a trade-off, right?
Yeah.
More convenience, but, less privacy.
Yeah, it is. It is kind of a trade-off.
It's not just about privacy, right? The article also mentions this whole idea of the AI agent becoming your digital persona.
Right.
What does that even mean? And why does it sound like something straight out of an episode of Black Mirror?
Well, Qualcomm is basically saying that over time, your AI agent, it would learn so much about you.
Okay.
So your habits, your preferences,
Okay.
even your values,
Wow.
that it could essentially like act as a digital extension of yourself.
Oh, wow.
So imagine your AI agent responding to messages, scheduling appointments, even making purchases for you,
Oh, wow.
all while like mimicking your style and your tone.
Whoa. Okay, so that's a whole other level.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It is kind of cool in a way.
Yeah.
But it's also, like, a little bit unsettling. For sure.
Like, would my AI, would it start finishing my sentences for me? Would it know me better than I know myself?
Right. It's a little creepy, I guess.
Yeah, we're like venturing into some pretty deep philosophical territory here.
Yeah, we are. I mean, that's what makes this whole idea of AI agents so fascinating, I think.
Yeah.
It's not just like a technological innovation.
You're right.
It's a potential societal shift.
Wow.
It raises questions about, like our relationship with tech, about privacy, about, identity even.
Yeah, huge question. So on one hand, we have this promise of like a simpler, more efficient digital life.
Yeah.
Where our AI agent just takes care of all the boring stuff.
Right.
But then on the other hand, there are these like potential risks
Yeah.
and these ethical dilemmas that we can't just ignore.
Right. You've hit the nail on the head. It's not like a black and white, simple situation.
Right, for sure.
There's a lot to unpack here, and it's important for everyone to kind of understand both the potential benefits.
But also the potential downsides.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we've got this like big picture vision of world with AI agents, and we've touched on some of the privacy concerns.
Yeah.
But what about the like practical side of all this? Would this really mean the end of apps as we know them?
Yeah, that's the big question, isn't it? Qualcomm definitely seems to think so, but the article does bring up some good points about like the limits of this, appless future.
I was just thinking about that. Like, what about apps that you need a visual interface for?
Right.
To like actually work. I'm picturing trying to use like a navigation app, but without actually seeing the map.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be a disaster.
Right. There are some apps where the visuals are like crucial.
Yeah.
The article gave the example of QR code scanners.
Oh, yeah.
Like, how would an AI agent even handle that without some kind of visual input?
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so maybe not all apps are going away, but let's say for a second that like AI agents do take off. What happens to all the app developers, Right.
Their whole business model is like built around people downloading and using their apps.
Yeah, it would be a huge disruption.
Yeah.
For sure. The like app economy as we know it would be completely like flipped upside down.
Yeah, totally.
But the article also suggested that, this could lead to new opportunities.
Okay.
And new business models even.
Oh, interesting. So instead of like developing standalone apps, maybe developers would start like creating specialized AI skills.
Right.
Or integrations that work within the the AI agent ecosystem.
Yeah, exactly. Think of it kind of like, the early days of the internet.
Okay, yeah.
Nobody could have predicted how things would go,
Right.
But it created this like whole new landscape for innovation and entrepreneurship.
Right. Whole new world.
Yeah, and AI agents could have a similar effect.
Okay, so even if not all apps disappear, there's a good chance that AI agents could still like really shake things up.
Yeah, for sure.
But let's go back to the tech for a minute. Is all of this even like possible? Is the technology even there yet to support these super smart, all-knowing AI agents?
Well, Qualcomm seems pretty confident that it is.
Okay.
They point to the rapid advancements in AI hardware and software as evidence.
So you're talking about things like those specialized AI chips I've been hearing about.
Yeah.
The NPUs.
Yes, neural processing units, exactly.
Yep. Okay.
These chips are designed specifically to handle the really complex calculations that AI requires.
Okay.
So they're way faster and more efficient than traditional processors.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But how does that actually translate to an AI agent that can understand my commands and carry them out?
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds like a lot of computing power.
It does. It is. And that's where the advancements in AI software come in.
Okay.
Specifically, large language models or LLMs.
Oh, LLMs.
Yes.
Like the technology behind ChatGPT.
Exactly.
Those models are pretty impressive. They
Yeah.
can generate human quality text.
Translate languages, even write different kinds of creative content.
Right, and answer your questions in an informative way.
Yeah.
Exactly. These LLMs are trained on huge amounts of data, which lets them learn and perform this wide range of tasks.
So are you saying that Qualcomm wants to put these super powered AI models directly onto our devices?
That's the idea.
Wouldn't that take tons of storage and processing power?
That's the amazing part. The article mentioned this idea of pre-trained models.
Pre-trained models.
These models have already done the heavy lifting of learning from tons of data.
Ah, okay. So instead of constantly learning and updating, they're basically good to go right away.
Exactly, yeah. They can be installed on devices already having the knowledge and skills they need to do these complex tasks, even without, a constant internet connection.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got these powerful NPUs handling the calculations,
Yeah.
and these pre-trained LLMs providing the brains of the operation. It sounds like Qualcomm has really thought this through.
They have.
Mm-hmm.
And they're betting big on this whole idea that these advancements make, on-device AI agents a real possibility, pretty soon.
But even with all this cutting-edge technology, there's still that question about privacy.
Yeah.
Is there any way to have the convenience of an AI agent, but without giving up all our personal data?
Yeah, that is the big question, right? How do we balance the potential benefits of these AI agents with, with these real concerns about privacy, it feels like we're always running into this dilemma as technology keeps advancing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a tough one for sure. But I don't think it's impossible to solve. The article mentions a few potential solutions like federated learning.
Federated learn. Oh, I haven't heard of that one. What is that, and how could that, help with this whole privacy issue? It's a pretty interesting approach. So instead of, sending all your data to some central server, federated learning actually lets AI models be trained on data that stays on your device.
Oh, okay, I see. So my AI agent is learning from my data, but that data never actually leaves my phone or my computer.
Right, exactly.
Okay, that sounds promising.
Yeah, it could be a real game changer for privacy in this age of AI.
Yeah.
It lets the AI get personalized without having to compromise the security of your personal information.
That's a big relief. It seems like Qualcomm is aware of these privacy concerns, and they're actively trying to find solutions.
Yeah, they seem to be.
But let's shift gears a little bit. We've talked a lot about the technology and some of the possible downsides.
Yeah.
What about the good stuff? What could this actually look like for the average person, the everyday user?
Well, imagine like a world where you never have to worry about remembering passwords or scheduling appointments or even booking a flight. Your AI agent could just handle all of that for you, like seamlessly in the background.
Wow, yeah, that would free up so much time and mental energy. I can already feel myself getting less stressed just thinking about it.
Right, exactly. It's about taking back your time and attention and letting your AI agent handle all the digital busy work.
But wouldn't that make us super reliant on our AI agents?
Yeah.
What if something goes wrong or the technology fails or something? It's kind of scary to think about putting so much trust in an AI.
That's a fair point, and it's definitely something we need to think about. But think of it this way: we already rely on technology for so much in our lives.
Yeah, that's true.
From GPS navigation to online banking, we're constantly entrusting our data and our decisions to these complex systems.
That's true. Yeah, I guess it's all about finding that right balance, right,
Yeah.
between convenience and control.
Yeah.
Maybe the key is to think of AI agents as tools that can empower us, not replace us.
Yeah. I think that's a great way to look at it. It's about using AI to make our lives better, not to control them.
So as we wrapped up this deep dive,
Right.
it's clear that these AI agents have the potential to completely change the way we interact with tech.
Yeah.
There are definitely some big questions and challenges ahead,
Yeah.
but the possibilities they're pretty exciting.
I think so. I'm excited to see where it goes.
Me too. And I think the most important takeaway for you, the listener, is this. AI is becoming a bigger and bigger part of our world.
For sure.
Whether we're ready or not.
Yeah.
So it's up to each of us to, stay informed, to ask questions, and to really think critically about, what role we want AI to play in our lives.
I think that's a great point. And, and that brings us to a final thought-provoking question for you to consider. What parts of your digital life would you be most comfortable or uncomfortable, handing over to an AI agent? It's something we're thinking about as we navigate this ever-changing world of technology.
Yeah, it's a big question for sure. Well, thanks for joining us on this deep dive. It's been an interesting journey exploring the world of AI agents. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep questioning.